Out to the 25. On first down, Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
But we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
And they're on the 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Zane Gonzalez.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
10 at their own 44-yard line.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Lindsey on the carry.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, New York.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up
Throwing Jones. Screen pass to Lindsey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now Jones. He'll find Lindsey here. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
a 55-yard attempt.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
43-yard line.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, blitz coming, and down he goes.
For a rookie first rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones. Over the middle, complete. It's Lindsey. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Eagles, nothing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Lindsey, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
Phillip Lindsay. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 1st down, Wentz. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Wentz now on 1st down. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Watch the curls. Watch the curls. 58, boys. 58. 58. Come on. Watch the out. Watch the out.
From midfield, here's Wentz. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here comes Lindsey, toss right. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lindsey. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Off the play fake. Jones. He hits Baldwin right side. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Left side here to Sanders. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Javon Kinlaw make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 3-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's a loss of 2 yards.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they? And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Leonard Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He'll fire it deep for Rager, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On third and long, it's Wentz. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Wentz. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down and goal to go.
From the gun, it's Wentz. This will be caught at about the 6. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Again, it's Wentz. This will be caught just inside the 10. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. He's at the 50, the 40, the 20, 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it is 28-0. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Javon Kinlaw in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Rager. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles get a score closer.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and having the run after to get into the end zone.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, you tighten up. Let's go, you tighten up. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. He's crossing.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On
third and short. They'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
First down, Giants.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. First down. It's Lindsey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nate Gary. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
48-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey spinning away. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Eagles' 23-yard line.
Second and 11.
From the gun, Jones eluding the pressure right. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Off play action. Jones out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Baldwin. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try.
A 32-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24.
31.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Now left side on the swing pass. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Gonna throw right side here, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
Wentz to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. Not much there, only a yard.
Just shy of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Giants 31. Eagles 13.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Another run by Lindsey. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And brought down but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
After that sack, third and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Lindsey. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
To 2nd and 10.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Jones keeps himself upright, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
After that sack, third and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
From the gun, Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Giants, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm